Hi everyone, Chelsea Tucker here from changingchelsea.com. Glad that you're here today. Today I want to talk about what does it mean to live day by day, but also planning for the potential for future. So let's get into it. Living day by day means that we're living in the moment to the best of our ability within each moment of the day. And how I do that as a mother to four is I always used block scheduling. So I'd have a portion of the day that would be scheduled for this. And then within that time, I would do what I needed because I like variability as well. So I don't want to say at 7:30, I have to be doing this all of the time or every single day, the same exact thing. It gets exhausting. So I wanted some variables that made me happy as a female being home with 4 small children. So block scheduling it, right? That helped me stay in the moment. I knew what I was supposed to be doing in that moment of that day. Did it always work? No. So I want to make that very clear too. But by having this system in place, it allowed for those things that did come up to not feel so heavy on me because I understood that life happens, right? I understood that I was not in control of what could happen. So this also helps us by planning for the future. We want a positive, encouraging future, right? Does anybody just want to end up living on like the side of the street homeless? My best thought is no. No, nobody wants that, right? Does life happen? Does that happen to some people? Of course. Am I in control of that? No, not particularly, right? So I'm not going to overburden myself with those thoughts because it does. It hurts me as a human to see another human suffering. That is normal, right? But I do what I can do within the means of what I have to, one, be who I need to be for my children, my husband, my home first, and then I go outward, right? I don't go outward before I have what I have under control. And so that's how we do this. We plan for each day, and then we also plan for the future. Do we get completely bogged down if it doesn't happen? No, because life happens. So if you're the type of person who will start scheduling something and then freak out because it's not happening when you said it was going to happen, maybe you need to make a little bit more of an adjustment to your schedule before you try implementing this, because it'll only cause you more stress and more pressure to start something and not be ready for it. So maybe correcting a couple different other pieces in your life before you would try to touch another type of scheduling system. So knowing who you are is extraordinarily crucial in the steps of this planning process. So taking each part of each day and also taking each part of potential future things, right? It's good to look ahead because it gives us something to be encouraged about, okay? But it's also very important to be in the present because if we're always focused on our future goals, we're not able to be in the present. And how do we do this? We do this by something called brain dumping. So we take a piece of paper and we write all of our stuff out because we're taking it from our brain and we're putting it down on a piece of paper and it's tangible and we can look at it and we can measure it. Great, right? We can see, is this improving or is this not improving? And then why or why not, right? And then we can make a goal to improve. If you don't have anything tangible to look at and you have all these different ideas, you have way too much going on up in your brain to manage all of it. So you have to get it out, especially when you are no longer just a single female anymore. And then now you have a husband and children and dogs or whatever, and a social life, attempting to do all of these things. So keep that in mind too. We want to make sure that we're a whole person, and that's how we do this. We make sure that we take each part of our lives and we make it manageable and measurable, and we do that for our future as well. But do this first, right? Our day-to-day stuff, and then look to the future. Don't try to always do the future first, because then you're just so stuck here that you're not even here. And you're missing all of the things that are going on here because you're stuck here. So I hope that this helps, and I will see you next video. Make sure that you're going to changingchelsea.com and also liking, subscribing, commenting, all of the things. It tells YouTube you like me and more people get to see me. Bye guys.